My reflection on this life work project that I did was absolutely fulfilling and amazing. Um, Mr. and Mrs. Rail are a big part of my lives. I've worked with Mr. Jim for almost 2 years, and I've come to love him and almost adopted him as my own, like, kind of like my grandfather. And the things that they told me today really resonated with me. I mean, them telling me to live my own dreams and not let anybody tell me that I can't do it, or tell me that something's impossible, really did help me actually kind of think about, like, what I was gonna do when I graduate, and how I was gonna live my life and the way I was gonna live it. And I absolutely loved this project. Mr. Jim and me were talking after I was finished interviewing him, and he was telling me about how there were two things that him and Miss Joanne said together, that they didn't regret anything because they lived their whole lives basically regretless. I mean, they loved the way their lives turned out, and they literally lived their lives to the fullest and lived. They're both 80 years old and have no regrets. I mean, they have 20 grandchildren and 4 children that they're both proud of. And Mr. Jim is always going on and on about his family, and they were the perfect candidates for this life work project of mine. I was absolutely honored that they let me interview them, and for them to give me the advice of to chase your dreams and to not let anybody put you down, and to live your life literally to the fullest you can do, is probably the best thing I've heard all week. And it's going to help me. It's actually going to help me through finals week and probably the rest of my life. I'll never forget Mr. Jim and Miss Joanne, and I always appreciate what they did for me.